Have you ever looked at a world map and thought, who even decided where these lines go? Because some borders on Earth don't just divide countries, they confuse everyone who looks at them. Today, we're diving into the strangest, most mind-bending borders that exist in the real world. These aren't movie plots. These are real political boundaries that people cross every single day. Let's start in Europe, with one of the most confusing borders ever created. There's a small village called Barrow that's split between the Netherlands and Belgium. But this isn't a simple straight line. The border zigzags through houses, backyards, cafes, and even bedrooms. In some homes, the kitchen is in one country and the living room is in another. The front door's location determines which country the house belongs to. Imagine waking up in Belgium and brushing your teeth in the Netherlands without even leaving your house. It's absolutely wild. Now let's head to Spain. The Spanish town of Livia is a piece of Spain, completely surrounded by France. It's a Spanish exclave, legally part of Spain, but physically trapped inside another country. People living there have to cross international borders every time they want to go grocery shopping or visit relatives in mainland Spain. But it gets even stranger. Between Spain and Morocco, there's a tiny strip of land called Pipon de Vélez de la Gomera. It used to be an island, but a storm connected it to Morocco, creating the shortest international border in the world, just about 85 meters long. You could literally walk across an international border in under a minute. Let's move to Asia. Between India and Bangladesh, the border used to look like a puzzle made by someone who had no idea what they were doing. There were hundreds of tiny enclaves, villages belonging to one country completely surrounded by the other. Some people lived in a country inside another country, which was inside yet another country. Residents often didn't know which police force protected them or which laws even applied to them. In 2015, both countries finally agreed to clean up this mess, exchanging lands and simplifying the border. But for decades, people lived in a state of legal limbo, stuck between two worlds. Now, how about the United States and Canada? There's a library that sits directly on the border between the two countries. One half of the building is in the United States, and the other half is in Canada. A black line on the floor marks the exact border. You can literally read a book in one country and take a single step to be in another, all without ever leaving the room. It's a place where international relations are as simple as checking out a book. Let's look at Africa. The border between Botswana and Zambia is only around 150 meters long, making it one of the shortest borders on the planet. For countries almost meet at the same point. Here Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Namibia, creating a geographic puzzle that even geographers love to argue about. Then there's the Gambia. The country is shaped like a lawn, then snake inside Senegal, following the Gambia River. This bizarre shape exists because colonial powers simply decided to control the river and nothing else around it. Today, this border makes it incredibly difficult to build roads, trade routes, and foster national unity. Finally, let's travel to South America. There's a border between Argentina and Chile that runs right through the Andes Mountains. Some parts of this border pass through glaciers, shifting ice, and moving terrain. Imagine a border that literally moves over time because the land itself is constantly changing. How do you even enforce a boundary that's never in the same place twice? All of this brings up one big question. Why do these borders exist at all? Most of them weren't created by the people who live there. They were drawn by empires, colonial powers, distant kings, and political deals made thousands of miles away. Rivers, mountains, and coastlines were ignored. Cultures were split. Villages were divided. Families were separated. These lines weren't drawn by nature, they were drawn by power. So next time you look at a world map, remember this: those straight, clean lines hide some of the strangest and most unfair decisions ever made by humans. Because the truth is, some borders were never meant to exist. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.